Y'all, if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. If you are new, welcome. My name is Amira, and my channel is all about trying new makeup, talking about new makeup, but also finding new and exciting ways to be inspired by the makeup you already own. If that sounds good to you, I hope you will consider subscribing, and if you enjoyed today's video, hitting the like button. Today, guys, we are continuing the top 3 products in every category that I have started on the channel, and we are moving on to lipsticks and lip glosses and all of the lip products. So I'm going to have 4 categories for you today. I'm going to have bullet lipsticks, liquid lipsticks, lip glosses, and lip pencils. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so first up is my favorite neutral, my much beloved, much complimented Gucci Penny Beige, and this is in the satin formula, and I will show you what it looks like. And this is it all the way turned up, so you can see just how much I've used of this product. This is a product, it's as expensive as Gucci lipsticks are, and they are expensive. These are the most expensive lipsticks in my collection, and I own quite a few luxury lipsticks, but this one takes the cake. They are $42 a pop. $42 hairs, people. But I love their color selection, and I love their formula. I have 2 in the satin, 1 in the matte, and then I also have one of their, I think they're called like Glow and Care, like lip gloss. It's like a hybrid lipstick lip gloss, and that I've almost panned completely. It's pretty much done. I can probably get maybe a handful of uses out of it, and then it's done. I've tried all of the formulas except for the sheer. I haven't tried the sheer, but I've tried most of the formulas, and I have to say that they are one of my favorite brands as far as lipsticks go. They're just lovely, and my favorite is the satin. The satin is pigmented. It is comfortable. Because it's a satin, you would think that it moves around a lot. It does not. It stays. And when it does fade, it fades really nicely. I would say of their formulations, it's the best one, followed by the Glow and Care, and then followed by the matte. The matte's good too, but I just am very partial to the satin formula. And I did a video on my favorite neutral lip combos, and I will try to remember to leave a card up for you guys so you can watch that at your leisure. But I talk about this lipstick in particular in combination with a lip pencil that I'm going to mention a little bit later on. But yeah, Gucci Penny Beige, it's like the perfect neutral tone lipstick. I've seen this on people with really pale skin, and I've seen this on people with my skin tone and deeper, and it looks good across the board. It's just one of those really good sort of like unicorn neutrals that looks good on a lot of different skin tones, and those are really hard to come by, and I think that's what makes this one so unique. Next up is my favorite red orange, and that is the Elisa Eldridge Velvet Lipstick in Dragon. Looks like this. And I mentioned this one in my lipstick video about my favorite red orange lipsticks, and this is my favorite one. This is my favorite red orange lipstick, and Elisa Eldridge has my favorite matte lipstick formula. This shade is just, it's so beautiful, and it's very it's really interesting. It's one of those lipsticks that, depending on your skin tone, it will determine what shade kind of gets pulled out the most, because it is sort of a red orange. It's got a duskiness to it that is very unique, and depending on how pale you are, if you're super pale, it's gonna pull a little more red, and if you are of a deeper skin tone like my skin tone and deeper, it's gonna pull a little bit orange. But it's not like Velvet Morning, which is the original orangey red that she had when she first started releasing her lipsticks. This came after that. This came in, I believe, the second release of colors. And Velvet Morning on me it's just orange. It's just orange. It's a bright orange. On other people, it reads more like a red orange. On Velvet Dragon, and I'm sorry if you guys can hear noises, it is 90 degrees today, so yes, Mira has her fan on. Window is a little open. Girl has to do what a girl has to do. But this one for me, I think, is the more unique of the 2, because it just rides that line so perfectly, and that little duskiness just makes it so unique. And I have a ton of red orange lipsticks, and this is my favorite, and definitely for me the most unique of that tone of lipstick. And last is one that is the newest to my collection, but it has quickly skyrocketed as one of my faves because it's very unique in tone for me. It's not something, I don't own a lot of lipsticks like this in this tone, and I wasn't expecting to love this as much as I do. I purchased this with 2 other shades, and for the record, this is Merit Signature Lipstick in the shade Baby, and I'll show it here to you. And I'm actually wearing it now. And I'm wearing it with a lip pencil that I'm going to talk about later. But I purchased this along with Tiger and Cabo, and I was firmly expecting Tiger and Cabo to be the stars of the show with the 3 lipsticks, but they haven't been. Baby has been the one that I have been reaching for out of the 3 the most, and it is very, I mean, I have some pinky tone lipsticks, of course, but this one for me is just very, it's the most perfect neutral pink. You know, it's definitely pink, but it's not like bubblegum pink, and it's not Barbie pink, and it's not pastel pink. It's got this beautiful neutral tone to it that works so well with my skin tone, and it just adds something a little different for me to what I normally reach for in lipsticks nowadays. Now that I own more bullet lipsticks, I tend to like to go for more neutral tones, and so or I go really bold with like a red orange or a dark brown or something like that. I don't own a lot of lipsticks like this, and this one is just so unique for me. And also the formula is so lovely. It's a perfect lipstick gloss hybrid or lipstick balm. It's got a balminess to it. It's really comfortable on the lips. It feels like you're applying a very emollient kind of lip balm. The lipstick will fade, but it's not like a terrible fade, and I don't feel like I'm wearing a whole lot on my lips. You know what I mean? It's very comfortable. I think Merit did a really good job with this formulation. It's sort of the perfect formulation for today, and what the sort of current makeup aesthetic has been leaning towards. I think this is a really ingenious formulation. Next up are liquid lipsticks. And let me just give you the lowdown on my relationship with liquid lipsticks. There was a time when all I wore was liquid lipsticks. I had a very massive liquid lipstick collection. I didn't own a single bullet lipstick. And then, you know, the tide turned and everyone started getting into bullet lipsticks more, and I kind of dipped my toe back in and kind of rediscovered my love for bullet lipsticks. But I have quite an extensive knowledge about liquid lipstick formulations and formulas from different brands because I own so many, and anytime a brand had liquid lipsticks, I almost always tried at least one color just to see what the formula was like. So when I talk about these liquid lipsticks, I'm really talking from a place of someone who's tried a ton of liquid lipsticks, and these stand out for me for color, for formulation, for longevity, for, you know, for wear, for how they look on the lips, all of those things. So number 1 is a shade from my favorite liquid lipstick or brand of liquid lipsticks. It is Dose of Colors Cork Beautiful Neutral. This is my favorite shade from them. This is the shade that I've purchased the most. This is, I think, my 3rd or 4th bottle of this. So that's for someone who doesn't pan a lot of makeup, that's saying a lot that I've repurchased this so many times. Dose of Colors has an amazing, amazing liquid lipstick formula. They're comfortable, they last, they apply beautifully, they don't make your lips look really dry and crinkly and cracked and, you know, flaky and gross like a lot of liquid lipsticks can. My one gripe with them is that I wish that they had more unique colors. Their color range is very large. It's very large, and I have a ton of them. They're beautiful tones, but if you're looking for something really unique and kind of like off the beaten path, they don't really carry those. So that would be my one like critique of their liquid lipstick collection, is that they don't offer a lot of things that aren't sort of mainstream colors. But outside of that, if you're someone who, you know, wants just some really good neutrals and some really good reds and some really good, you know, pinky purples and some dark shades. They have beautiful chocolate called Chocolate Wasted. Absolutely gorgeous. If you're looking for those types of shades, but you want them in a good liquid lipstick formula, this is the one I would recommend hands down. I love this liquid lipstick formulation, and let me just show you what Cork looks like. It's just a beautiful brown. It's a beautiful brown, and it dries down a little bit darker than this, but it looks so natural on the lips. And this is just what I wear when I want a neutral, but I also want a neutral that I can just put on and I won't have to think about for the rest of the day. And then for a unique tone, and a tone that when I wear this, no matter when I wear this, someone will ask me, what are you wearing? And this is my Belladonna liquid lipstick in the shade Cider Sangria. Now, I will say this formulation is not my absolute fave, but I love it anyway because I love the tones. This one's drier than the Dose of Colors tone, but the shade, and this is it right here, let's just look at that. It's like this yellow toned, beautiful, I mean, it's just such a pretty shade. And whenever I wear this is like a perfect fall liquid lipstick, and it's one of the reasons why I'm like excited to talk about it, because we're getting into the fall, and this is when you're going to be seeing me wear this, and it's just such a beautiful and unique tone. So again, the formula is not my favorite. It's a little bit drier, but it's very pigmented. It does last, but again, like I said, it's not quite as comfortable as the Dose of the Dose of Colors formulation. It's not uncomfortable. It's not like something that's going to make you feel like your lips are like being sucked. It's not going to give you butthole lip. You know what I mean? But it is going to be a drier formula because it's a thinner formula. And then for this third option, I was thinking, and I was like thinking, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to talk about the shade that I love the most as far as recent times and what I've been reaching for when I'm not reaching for my neutral liquid lipsticks, and so I'm reaching for something a little like more interesting. I am reaching for my NYX Shine Loud in Overnight Hero. Now, I would love to swatch this for you guys, but I am not going to swatch this for you guys. You want to know why? Because of all of the liquid lipsticks I have tried and all the liquid lipsticks I currently own, and I do still own quite a few, this sucker will not budge. You want longevity? Are you serious about that? Like, when you say that, are you committed? Because when you wear this is a commitment. This is why I love this shade, but I don't wear it unless I'm truly committed to the cause of wearing this lipstick all day long and then fighting it when I want to remove it. Now, that might scare you off, but for me, there are moments when this comes in handy, especially I purchased this when we were still wearing masks most of the time. I now work in an office where I have to wear a mask. This is going to come in handy, guys. I haven't worn it yet, but I was so excited to be like, oh, you know what? I can still wear lipstick. I can just wear this one, you know, because mostly I've just been wearing balms and lip stuff like this, where if it fades, I'm not quite as like torn up about it, and it also doesn't like smear all over my face. This will just stay. So basically it's two parts. It's the matte color here, and then it has a gloss. Now, some people are upset that the gloss, when you apply it, so you apply the lipstick and then you apply the gloss. Some people are a little upset that the gloss fades. The gloss is more of a sealant. It's not really meant to be there forever. At least that's the impression that I have. It's sort of meant to give you that glossy vibe for a while, and then the rest of the day you just are you are left with a nice sort of velvety looking matte liquid lipstick. I'm okay with that. So I like that, kind of get the best of both worlds. So you get the like glossy vibe, but then you get the matte. So yeah, so you apply this and then you apply that, and it doesn't go anywhere. And I mean, I spent time trying to remove this from my lips. You will need some good, like some kind of oil or like eye makeup remover, but not like micellar water, like something like Lancome by Facile, or cleansing balm, cleansing oil. Those are the things you will need to remove this. You cannot just wipe this off. You cannot go in with micellar water. This will laugh at your micellar water and tell you to go sit down somewhere. This will not be removed with that. So yes, I choose this because I love the tone of this particular shade, and it's like Overnight Hero is like this purple, but it's like this weird purple. It's like a muted, almost lavender. It has like almost a hint of gray, but not gray. It's the most unique tone that I've seen as far as like a purpley tone in a really long time, and I love it. And I've got like, this is another one where people are like, what are you wearing? I've never seen a tone like that, a shade like that. I'm like, it's this right here, baby. So yeah, I had to go with this one because I just love this formula and I love this shade. Next up are lip glosses. And the first lip gloss I'm going to talk about, I wasn't going to bring it up, but I'm like, you know, I want to be real with you guys. Even if it's something that's discontinued, if it's something that I wear all the time, I'm going to talk about it and I'm going to share it with you because that's just me being honest about what I use. I didn't want to pick something that is not something that's actually what I would pick. You know what I mean? So this is my Dose of Colors lip gloss in One and Only. And I will swatch it for you. I wore this today at work. Under my mask. This is the tone. And what I love about this is I have a bit of my own personal philosophy or personal preferences when it comes to gloss. So if it's a gloss that does not have shimmer in it, I tend to like it to be more opaque, like something that I can wear on my lips without anything, like wearing it over something, you know. So with this lip gloss, it's incredibly pigmented. It's like a glossy lipstick almost, but gloss. It's definitely a gloss. I usually wear it either on its own or I pair it with a lip pencil, but this gives me that, it's like lipstick, but it's not. But the formulation itself is incredibly comfortable. It's still a gloss. It has a glossy vibe, but it's not sticky. You don't get the strings or the white line or anything like that. It's a beautiful pigmented sort of taupey neutral tone on my lips, and I just love it. And this was from their collab with, I believe it was the Minnie Mouse. It was either Minnie Mouse or Mickey Mouse. I think it was Minnie. And they don't have this anymore. I wish they would re-release it. They could even rename it. I don't know, but I think they should bring it back. I am going to try and pan this because I've had it for a long time and I've been using it sort of sparingly. And there isn't a ton left in there. You can even see, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but I can actually see through this. So there's not a whole lot left in here. So I think I'm going to try and pan this between now and the end of the year. Finally, I'm going to talk about my top two, and they're the same brand, so I'm just going to say number 2 and number 3. My second and third choices are my Pat McGrath Lust Gloss lipsticks in the shade, or lip glosses in the shade For Real and Dare to Bear. This is For Real, this is Dare to Bear. Actually, no, this is Love Potion, which is my other fave. I would say I use this one almost as much as Dare to Bear, so they're kind of the same. We're going to go with Love Potion. If I can think of it, I'll leave a link to Dare to Bear in the description box so you guys can see what they look like, but it's sort of pinkier. It's a little bit deeper and a little bit pinkier than this. This one is more neutral, and all of them have shimmer though. All of them have shimmer. Let me swatch them so you can see, and there's not a lot of color to them. They are a traditional like sheer toned lip gloss. So that is For Real and that is Love Potion. So what I love about these, first of all, the formula is fantastic. Fantastic. It is so smooth. It's so comfortable on the lips. It's not sticky. It's not gummy. It's not heavy. You don't get the little strings. You don't get the white lines. And what I love about these is the shimmer, which is originally what kind of scared me off. You can even see it here, that it has like a little bit of sheen to it. The shimmer is so fine, and it's throughout, but it's so fine that when you apply it to your lips, it doesn't really look like shimmer on the lips once you apply it. It just gives the lips amazing depth and dimension. And my favorite way to wear these is to, especially with For Reals, I like to layer it over a lipstick. And my old school combo, my OG combo was to wear Pat McGrath's Lux Trans lipstick in Los Angeles underneath, and then apply For Real over it. And so For Real is like a great combo with a neutral tone lipstick. This look just sets it off. So if you have like a matte neutral tone that you really like, I've even paired it with cork. I'll put cork on and put this over. It looks amazing. Love Potion, like Dare to Bear, is a bit pinkier in tone. I would say Dare to Bear is a little bit darker, but not by much. And I kind of use them interchangeably, which is why when I picked it up, I was like, oh, but I don't even care because, like I said, they're so similar in tone that I love them both. So again, my favorite way to wear these are over something. And with the lighter tones, you know, since this is a little bit lighter than this one, my favorite way to wear those are with a lip pencil, a neutral lip pencil, all over the lips, fill in the entire lip, and then apply this over it. And it just looks Your lips look so juicy. They look so pretty. You just look like you're living your best like lip gloss life. And this formula, these are expensive. You know, Pat McGrath is expensive, but for me, I've tried cheaper lip gloss formulas. I've tried mid-range, and these are just my faves. Like, it's not, it has nothing to do with the fact that they're luxury. They're just really good. Like, they hold up to the hype. You know, and if you've heard people talk about and rave about these, there's a reason why. They're just really good. And finally, let's talk about pencils. So I kind of struggle with this because I didn't want to pick like I did with the glosses, and I feel like I kind of cheated with that because it's like the same formulation, but at the same time, it's like those are the shades that I wear. I didn't want to do that with pencils. I didn't want to do that, you know, twice in a row. So I was like, okay, if I had to pull back and pick just 3 lip pencils to use for the foreseeable future, what would those be? And 3 popped into my mind. The first one was my little baby Colourpop Lippie pencil in BFF3. I don't even know why I looked this because I know what color it is, but you see how tiny it is. You see how used it is. And when this is up, I will repurchase this. Well, I have a ton of like neutral tone lip pencils, so I'll probably work through maybe 1 or 2 before I buy another one of these, but this will be repurchased, guarantee. And this is my favorite lip combo. It is the pencil. One thing I will say about Colourpop is because the price point, the component is not the best. So this is BFF3, and I wear it with this. I wear it with, you know, where's cork? Here, it looks a little bit lighter there, but it looks so good together. I wear it with my Penny Beige. I wear it with my Gucci Susan Nude. I wear it with my Los Angeles. It's one of those shades that just goes with every single neutral, pretty much every single neutral that I have. Gloss, lipstick, doesn't matter. It looks amazing. And so this is just like one of those, it's just like comes in clutch. You don't have to worry about it. You can throw it on and it just gives the lips amazing dimension. Next up is my beautiful, beautiful shade. And this is the one that I was like, okay, what is a shade that is not like a neutral or a brownie tone, but it's kind of in that same category. And the first thing that came to mind was my Lime Crime Velveteen lip pencil in Platform. And this is the tone here. And on camera, it looks a bit more neutral than it is. It's kind of like a rosy pink, but kind of has a little bit of peach, a little bit of neutral. It's one of those shades that's kind of like you can wear with a lot of different like more colorful lipsticks, and it looks really good because it just straddles that line. Let me see if you guys can see that. But as you can see, it just has like, you can even wear with cork if you wanted it to be a bit more matchy, but it's just a beautiful, beautiful tone. And the formulation for the Velveteen lip pencils, I think, are better than the Velveteen liquid lipsticks. The Velveteen liquid lipsticks are okay. I find them to be very dry, and they don't actually, longevity-wise, just as far as how long you can own them, they tend to go bad fairly quickly. I still own some, but every like couple of months I have to look at them and decide because they just don't last very long. So yeah, the pencils I think are better. So if you're not into the Velveteen liquid lipsticks, I completely understand. I think the color selection of that range is beautiful, but I don't think the formula is fantastic. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. But the lip pencils are fantastic, and they're creamy and they last, and you can blend them and they look great with a lot of different things. Specifically Platform, this color is, or a lot of different formulas, but Platform specifically is, and you can even see with the pencil, that's kind of what the shade looks like. It's just like, you see what I mean? It's kind of like peachy, but pinky, but brownie, but I love those kind of shades. And then last, but certainly not least, is my Pat McGrath Permagel Lip Pencil in the shade Cosmic Vibes. Let me swatch. I'm getting lipstick gloss all over my hand. I own, outside of Colourpop, which it's so funny because they're so far apart from each other in price range, but I would say I own the most lip pencils from Colourpop and then Pat McGrath. And they're both fantastic formulas. So you can find, you can find really amazing lip pencils in a affordable price point. So don't think that I'm telling you have to run out and buy Pat McGrath lip pencils. These are expensive, but they're also really good. So if you had your eye on 1 or 2 and you're like, I really want to try those shades, I'm telling you right now, I personally think the formulation is fantastic. I'm just saying you don't have to spend that kind of money if you don't have it and if you don't want to. There are great options and more affordable price points like Colourpop. Having said that, this shade, Cosmic Vibes, is one of my all-time favorite lip pencils. Here it is. And this is what I'm wearing today with Baby. And this is the combo that I wear when I wear Baby. I wear it with this pencil. I don't wear it with anything else. So this is Baby, and that is Cosmic Vibes. And Cosmic Vibes is just this stunning, like, purple, but like muted purple, cool toned. It looks really good with neutrals or cool tone lipsticks that have a bit of a purple undertone or a lavender undertone or mauve undertone. It will look amazing with Overnight Hero as well, which I should try. I don't know if I've ever tried that. I should try that combo. It's just that that one is so pigmented that I don't really use a lip pencil with it because there's really no need. But yeah, I like pairing it with Baby because it's just a little bit darker than Baby and it just gives my lips this amazing definition. So yeah, and this formulation, like I said, this is one of my favorite formulations, and it doesn't move, but you can blend it out. But once you've done that, it sets and it does not move. I would say it's less creamy than the Colourpop. The Colourpop is creamier and a tad more blendable, but I would say that the wearability is pretty on par. Alright guys, so that is my top 3 in every category for lip products. Let me know in the comments down below, do you own any of these? Are you interested in any of these now? Let me know down below, and if you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to hit the like button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye now.